Dear gentlemen, here's something that you perhaps do not want to hear, although you should supposed to hear. Whatever your goal might be, as a guy, as a man, whether you want to become famous or successful, make money, have friends, relationships, whatever the thing might be, we have to understand something. We, as men, will not get there by just simply thinking about it or meditating about them. We can get there by putting effort into that thing. Because guess what? If you like to build a business, you will have competition. People will come after you, your competition, and they will kick you in the teeth, literally. When you will try to sell your product, your services, people will kick you in the teeth. When you will try to build your career, let's see, whatever, people will kick you in the teeth. So for you as a man, weakness, being emotional, and dreaming about stuff is not a virtue. So what is a virtue then? A virtue for a man is to be strong. Simple. It's execution. It's like no matter how you feel, if you have to get the job done, you get the job done. Or it doesn't really matter what it takes because you have to get that thing done. You just get that thing done. And so when you start operating from this point, then you will just simply realize that most of the people are average, which is not a new thing. But average people are not reliable. Average people, for example, in the US is overweight. Facts. And this is just an example. I'm not judging anyone, but someone who is overweight means that they just simply cannot control their eating patterns, meaning that likely they will not be able to control other patterns either. And I'm not judging, but this is just like a statistical thing. Or for example, someone is like a high level athlete, then they can control more their impulses, right? So they are more reliable. And so most people are not reliable. Most people, most men just simply watch pornography. They don't follow up with their, dreams. They don't do the things that they said that they will be doing, and so on and so forth. And so at the end of the day, what is actually happening is that when you will become this reliable person, first and foremost towards yourself, have this inner strength that, hey man, I told that I will be getting this thing done and you will be getting that thing done, then you will realize that people will just somehow naturally be drawn to you. It's like, bro, like this motherfucker is accountable. And so from there on, like some kind of a strength is something, start to build up. Like you will become like a pillar stone of society because you'll be also taking on some other responsibilities no one else wants because they know that they are not accountable for being able to take on that responsibility. And the more you take on, the stronger you become. And this is like a cliche at this point, but the more you do, the stronger you become. And so where you want to be at when you're 30, 40, 50 is not to be at a place when you're like, out in clubs and, like you're chasing girls or something like that. That's an ugly thing. You don't want to be that guy, or, the guy who's like out at the street without no one. You want to be the guy who's, whatever your role or, dream might be, but you want to be the guy who is, in control of his life, has family or doesn't have family, has, kind of a community or something that he's doing and he's building around himself. So he has a purpose. He's doing something. It's not like you're lost, you're weak, you're complaining, you're crying. No, bro, you are in fucking control. But this hurts. This shit hurts every single fucking day. Yes. And whether you believe it or not, when you take the quote-unquote red pill, you won't really be able to go back. Let me explain you why. Because when you realize your capabilities that, well, if I have to, I can run a fucking marathon. If I have to, I can run 3, 4, 5, 6 kilometers if I don't eat for a freaking week, or yeah, or if I'm feeling lonely or if I'm feeling down, I still can do that. And so from that point on, it's like you can't really be at such a low place where you wouldn't be able to do that. So what does that mean is that you don't really have like a fallback place. I mean, you can't really just like sit at home and be depressed, because you know that your baseline is higher than that. Your baseline is, whatever the fucking hell happens, your baseline is just higher than it. You just can't fall back to that place. And so this is where strength is coming from. It's like, I don't exactly know, what can happen, but I know, but whatever happens, I will be able to bear with that shit. And so this is a beautiful thing, because people will call you like, bro, like, I need a job. Do you have something? Yeah, I can help. Bro, I mean, someone, because, yeah, I can help. And this accountability and this strength is something that we need as men, because you don't want to be happy, bro. Fuck that. You want to be respected. You want to provide. You want to provide to women. You want to provide to your family. You want to provide to your community. To be respected. That's what the fuck do you want to do. You don't want to be like, yeah, like I want to be. No. You don't want to be happy. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a very beautiful emotion. But that is not where you want to be at, bro. You want to be respected. And guess what? Guess how someone is becoming respected. Respect is coming from a place when others admit that you are doing shit that is respectable. Meaning that is hard shit. Meaning that not every motherfucker can do that thing. Yes. So for example, I don't know, you're a young folk, you're, winning all the freaking math competitions out there. You're damn sure you're getting a lot of respect. Or you're a pro athlete, you're getting a lot of respect. You're a musician, you're getting a lot of respect. Respect is coming from doing things that, not everyone can do. And self-respect is coming from doing the things that you know that you could be doing and should be doing, yet you have this, I don't really want to do that thing kind of approach. And so when we can, fight with those freaking demons and just push through that thing, then we'll be able to win our self-respect. And from that point on, you're on the right horse, bro, because there's nothing can stop you. So I just realized that in 2024, I just told myself that, bro, you have a fucking talent for music. You have to do something with it. You always wanted to. You must do something with it. And I was like, I don't care how I feel. I don't care if I'm like I don't care about anything. I would produce music for at least half an hour every single day. And just yesterday, I realized that during the last 6 months, I created I created 3 albums. 3 albums. More than 22 songs. I mean, yes, like most of them need a little bit of work and mastering and all of that shit, but still, it's like 22 fucking solid ideas. 22 fucking solid, song ideas. And by all means, if I'm releasing 3 freaking albums, it's like, that counts. That is like something, right? So that is like, if you run like a marathon, or like, that is something. That is something that counts. That is like if, you would be making like $1 million in business or something. If you like release 3 fucking good albums, right? And so I'm like, yeah, like this is what happens when you're like relentless and like you do the things. The same thing with Coldkind. I just realized that, man, like I have so fucking many ideas in the pipeline that from now on, it's like, if I'm the most fucking unlucky motherfucker, I just simply have something falling for place. Like I'll be able to close one deal every single week. It's like something will fall in place. This is all because of the volume. So yeah, guys, many ideas here, many thoughts. Again, self-respect and respect in general is what we are striving for. And screw weakness, bro. It's like you want to be strong. Love.